Perfect. All right, guys. Happy Manifestation Monday, September 6th, 2021. Today is actually my dad's birthday. So after this call, I'm going to do a FaceTime with the kids with my dad. I am so grateful for you guys. I am so grateful that you are here today. I'm so grateful to see your faces. I'm so grateful to see your names. I'm so grateful that we get to share this literally like this present moment together. It is like 11 something in Hawaii, and it is a different time where you guys are. And I'm just so grateful that we get together like this every week at this time and just like see each other, like without filter, without anything, just being here. So let's sink into this moment and let's do our grounding and centering right in the beginning. Yes, it is 11 a.m. Actually 11, I don't know, 15, 16 a.m. I've just realized that my clock on my computer is on Hawaiian time. It's like 2 or 3 minutes behind the rest of Hawaii. So I'm gonna fix that. So anyway, let us ground and center into this present moment. Doesn't matter what time it is, doesn't matter where we are alive in this moment. So let's go ahead and just breathe and call all of the pieces of yourself back to you. And today, there is no theme. It's just a space that I am holding for you guys, a space that I am creating for you to reconnect to yourselves and to ask questions about literally anything. I'm here to, it's called, coaching is not giving advice. Coaching is a way to allow one to find their own answers in space. And if you haven't experienced coaching yet, I'm about to share it with you straight from my heart in the present moment, and we will start with grounding and center. So if you've never done grounding and center before, I will walk you through the process. It is a physical aligning of our bodies to allow for the higher vibrations, the ones that we work with here, to come in and join us so we could play. We can play and we could raise our vibration and just help make the world a better place in minutes. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lean to one side and you're gonna pull your thigh meat, butt cheek open. Go to the other side, do the same thing. Put your feet flat on the floor. And so now you are physically aligned. You've done your grounding, which is allowing your sit bones to hold your body and physically balance yourself. You are grounding by having your feet flat on the floor. There are energy centers in the bottom of your feet. If you didn't know that, take advantage. We are just using these vehicles in this lifetime. So go ahead and get grounded and centered. And when you're feeling good in your body and you're feeling here with me, go ahead and join me in closing the eyes. And I invite you. Ooh, it's starting to pour. It's like raining out here. You hear something, just take any sounds on your side and on my side. Take any sounds as an invitation to turn deeper, reflect deeper, just a little bit more, a little bit more. And as we do this, focus on your breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Focusing on the air. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Breath number 3. Inhale, love. Inhale through the nose. And hold at the top. And slowly exhale out the mouth. Letting those thoughts come and letting those thoughts go, keeping the eyes closed as you connect with yourself, the one who is with you in every moment of this life. Notice the thoughts that come and then also observe them leaving as you come back to you. Know that everything happens in divine order and divine timing. And wherever you are on your personal path in this lifetime is where you are now. And everything that you experienced in your past led up to this present moment. And this present moment that you are at now is the springboard for what you are manifesting for your future. Breathe in this present moment right here, right now. And release, make an audible sigh out your mouth. Release, release, release. So that you can be here with yourself. Now slowly wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Blinking your eyes open, coming back to your space and this call. Noticing the safe space that you are in, go ahead and share in the chat below how you're feeling. Anything you experienced in today's grounding and center. And then when you are here, go ahead and type, I am ready. Capital I, capital A, M, and then ready. And that will communicate to yourself and every level of yourself that you are here and that you are present and that you are ready for what's next, what you are calling into your life. I am ready. All right, guys. So I am just so grateful for all of you beautiful souls to be here. And it is what I am calling Soulful September. I am being guided to just follow my soul. And this week I was guided to not come with a plan or not come with a topic, but to actually like open up the floor, open up the space for you guys to share what's been happening, what is something that you are looking to create in the future, where are you getting stuck, what is happening out here, like over there. That's why I was actually made. That's why I came to this planet, is to do things like this, it's called holding space, but it's really an experience. Hold on one second. We're trying to get somebody else in the room. There you go. Hold on one second. And yeah, this is basically it. This is today. So I want to know what's going on with you guys. Go ahead and type either in the chat, or you could unmute or raise your hand and we can have a conversation. Today is a small group, and that was kind of intentional because I want to let you guys who are, in my orbit and who come and who like invest in yourselves, like with time and intention to like catapult yourselves. Okay, so I'm seeing AJ is gonna add her hand raise. So go ahead, sister. What's going on?
Hello. So I have a quick question. So I'm very observant and I have been very like aware of myself. And I've noticed that I resist money, meaning that like it's around me and I block it. And I'm aware that it's things I'm telling myself for me not to get, like it's there and I know it's there, but I do something else. So what can someone do when they're aware that they're blocking it themselves?
You're kind of going in and out. Is something about what I heard was, correct me if I'm wrong, something around money, and then it's like there, but there's resistance to it, but it's there, but there's resistance to it. Is that basically it? Okay. I have a couple like, and then when we ask questions like this, I'm gonna have a couple of follow-up questions so I can get a better idea of like the full picture. You're a business owner, right, AJ? Okay. How many people in your family own businesses? Wait.
Okay, go ahead again.
There you are. How many people in your family own businesses?
So it's actually my dad and all his brothers and sisters.
Okay, so
It's my
That's
mom's side.
on your dad's side. Okay, and then on your mom's side.
Yeah, I'm on my mom's side. Usually like the women are housewives.
Okay, okay. And what kind of businesses did your dad and his siblings have?
So my dad has his own landscaping business, and usually his brothers and sisters have like car dealerships.
Okay, okay. Perfect. Anything else? Anything around entrepreneurship or business in your family or money stuff that me?
I mean, I do know that I have obviously I've observed that it's hard to make money, that you have to go put in hours. Like I said, my dad does landscaping.
Yes.
So I observe him waking up early, going to work, working hard, coming home late, and so I have that program that, hey, to get money, it's hard. You got to go put in the hours.
Yes, yes. So that's it. That's it. The type of business that you're running. So how would you describe the type of business that you are running right now, or businesses?
Yeah. So I mean, it's network marketing. So it's just you connecting with people. And that's where I have realized that the reason why I'm having such a challenging time is not connecting with people because I'm very sociable. It's more the money thing. Because I mean, it's stuff that even with the stimulus check that like the government gives, like I think the government gave, I think probably like two stimulus checks. And I'm telling you, the first one, I never got it. The second one, I got the paper, but I guess apparently like I needed some information, and I mean I'm not gonna, like, I got frustrated and I ripped that fucking paper up. I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm not gonna do all that paper stuff. But I realized that it's there, the money is there, it doesn't come to me as easily when it comes with Eddie. Like Eddie gets everything so fast, and that's where I realized, like, no matter what I do, as long as I have that limiting belief of money, like it's just gonna block it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I need to fix that money paradigm, and then no matter what I do, it's gonna come to me.
Yes, exactly. So you understand, I mean, at a high level, you understand what's going on, you know what needs to be done, but now you're in like, okay, how do I do this, right? And I actually teach this in my courses, but I'm gonna guide you through it now, and then if you guys want to take notes, as you go through the course, you'll see how it works in action, because I really like break it down like step by step. So let's see. The first step is like acknowledging what the limiting belief is. So the limiting belief in this case is it's hard to make money, or what is it? It takes time, or what was it specifically?
Yeah, that you need like labor work. Like it's hard to make money. They go put in the hours.
Yeah, it's hard to make money. So what I'm doing is I'm actually writing this out like a sentence. So I invite you guys to do this too, because in your lines of work, or maybe your hobbies, or maybe you're here to guide people soon, very soon, and tomorrow and tonight, you can use this. Okay, so just write as an example, right? It's hard to make money. So 5 words. It's hard to make money. And then what was the second part, AJ? Like it takes a lot of time, or what was it specifically?
It's laborious, and you have to go put in a lot of hours.
Okay. And then you have to put in a lot of hours. Let's just add to make money. So I have 2 sentences that I wrote on my notes. The first one is, it's hard to make money. That's limiting belief A. And then connected to it, like they're twins, basically, like their arms are linked. It's, you have to put in a lot of hours to make money. Okay. So we're gonna break down these 2 limiting beliefs. And let me just ask you guys, if you are experiencing these limiting beliefs or a version of this, go ahead and type 888 in the chat. We're going to give it a lot of good energy. We're going to just throw in a lot of abundance and flow into this little exercise here together. Go ahead and type 888, reply, or is it everyone in the meeting? So I'm going to throw some 8s. There you go. And we're going to dive in. Okay. So let me just put this over here. Let's here. Okay. So it's hard to make money. So now we're going to look at what is not true, like 100% true in every degree of the world. What is not true about this statement? It's hard to make money. What is absolute about it? Hard, right? Because hard is, it's a concept, like it's a belief, right? So if you think it's hard to make money, the word hard is a belief. So what you could do is you're gonna get a different colored pen or the same one if you don't have a different colored pen. I'm gonna do, let's do pink. So I'm gonna cross off hard. Hard, because it's not true, it's a belief, right? And then what is hard? Making money, right? The make money piece is the other thing. So cross off, make money. Okay, so now you're left with it's and two. But you're seeing the foundation of this of this statement. It's set in beliefs, right? So now if you look at what you crossed off, hard and making money, you can see that they are linked together, money and hard, hard and money. What's interesting about beliefs is that they are made up of thoughts. Okay, so thoughts, you think them enough, like thoughts are like a piece of paper. Here's a thought, here's another thought, here's another thought, here's another thought, here's another. You think something, the same thing over and over enough again, it becomes like a ream of paper. It basically becomes a brick. Okay, so if you believe something, it's because you've thought it like a bajillion times. And that's not the only way that beliefs are made. Beliefs are also passed down to us, okay? So sometimes we're just given, here's a bunch of bricks, now go live your life. And as a child, we're like, okay, thank you. And we're like, okay, this is what I have to work with. Okay, this is how the world works. Okay, I'm gonna go live now. But you have these beliefs that didn't come from you, and you have these beliefs that you don't agree with. You just learned them. And so now you're at this place of like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I've got these things that don't match the thing that I'm doing, but I'm gonna do that because I believe in myself, but I have these things that are holding me back. How do I get rid of these? Well, now you have to actually go through your bricks and consciously pick and choose which bricks are gonna bring you where you wanna go and which bricks you have to take out of your foundation and leave behind because they're not gonna get you over there. Does this make sense so far? Okay, so let's play, AJ, let's play with, and then I love that your little baby's there because she's gonna be also cleaning up at the same time. So if you could choose a word to replace hard in the statement, it's hard to make money, what would you change it to?
It's easy to attract money.
Okay, let's stick with the one word. So we're gonna write it's easy. So above hard, I'm writing easy. So now I've got it's easy to, right? And it's because I crossed everything else out. Now we're gonna look at the making money piece. So AJ, what, and then like for you guys to imagine in your mind what it actually means. So for AJ specifically right now today, what does making money do for you?
Well, I mean, it buys me stuff. I like to buy new things.
Okay. And what do the new things get you?
Excited.
Okay. And what else?
I'm not sure.
What what does, so excited is a high vibrational emotion, right? What does feeling good do for you, AJ?
It makes me feel confident.
And what can you do when you're confident?
Well, if I'm confident, I'm pretty unstoppable, right? I can do whatever I want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So for you, let's change making money to be unstoppable. Okay. So now it's going to read, I'm going to have AJ read it actually. So go ahead.
So it's easy to be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right. So now you've taken out, it's almost, I mean, it's literally like I am having, look, can you, I don't know if you, I have chills. It's all over my body. This must be resonating with more than you, potentially your daughter, and then your future generations, and probably also mine too. Because now you're kind of like replacing that brick, and you like, I don't know how you would even, like you stuck it in a UV sanitizer and it like sanitized every thought, and you brought it back and you're like, okay, now that it's blank, I'm gonna write in permanent Sharpie marker, permanent paint on it. It's easy to be unstoppable. So now you're gonna look at money and you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's there, but guess what? It's easy to be unstoppable, and money is just a thing. It's over there. You're allowing yourself to release energetic ties and generational connections from it, and you're making it your own. So I'm going to have you read that statement again, AJ, 3 times. Just repeat. It's easy to be unstoppable, and read it for yourself, read it for your daughter, and read it for everybody who's in your organization.
There you go. Thank you.
Hold on. Go unmute.
All right, there you go. So it's easy to be unstoppable. It's easy to be unstoppable. It's easy to be unstoppable.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. So go ahead and take a breath. And release the stagnant energy, any residue left from what was even the first one, right? Oh, it's hard to make money. Okay, that's nice. I used to think that, but guess what? That thought's not going to get you to where you want to go. But would you agree that this thought, it's easy to be unstoppable, is going to help propel you forward?
Oh yeah, it's such a empowering sentence for sure.
Yeah. So now what you could do, just because she's there, and I do this with my kids too. Whenever I get a new affirmation, I'll just tell them over and over again throughout the day when you're feeling like, just be like, what was that? Oh, it's easy to be unstoppable. And they're like, hey, it's easy to be unstoppable. And you like play with the toys and stuff. And then they get used to seeing you say that. And then just like it was, you saw your dad do that, she's going to see you with this mindset. And then these are the bricks that you're going to be creating for her to walk forward with. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So now let me ask you this, just follow up on here. When I say this, AJ, instantly what happens? What do you think? You have to put in a lot of hours to make money.
Just hard. Like I don't want to do that.
What do you mean, huh?
Like it's hard. Like I don't want to do that. Like who wants to put a lot of hours to make money? You know, the whole point of money is to have freedom to do, you know, things that you actually want to do. Right.
So does your soul still believe that you have to put in a lot of hours to make money?
No. I mean, especially here, I'm from IAM Academy, so I'm seeing all these chairmen and you know, 6-7 figure traders making money in minutes. I'm like, well, if they can do it, you know, I can do it too.
Right. And if you think of those 6-7 figure earners, do they have a belief that says you have to put in a lot of hours to make money?
Mm-mm.
No. So what do you think either they did, or what do you think you're ready to do next?
Just to take action. I mean, just take action and walk in full faith that it's all gonna figure itself out.
Yeah, because it's easy to what?
To just give up.
Well, it's easy for you to what? To be
unstoppable.
Yeah, it is. And the more consistently you say that, and the more consistently you teach others, and you just continuously reading that statement to yourself, putting it in your stories, throwing it in your captions, telling it to a text message person who needs guidance, like you're going to be known as the girl who talks about how easy it is to be unstoppable.
Let's go. Thank you.
You're welcome. So go ahead and take action. You know what to do, and go ahead and spread that energy, because that is your energy. That is not yours.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Woo! All right, guys, let's do some claps for AJ. Claps and glitter fingers. And thank you for being first. And you are unstoppable. And guess what? We have all taken something away from that, whether it's specifically around money or something else. But thank you for going first. And yeah, I'm excited to just watch your journey and see what happens, because you're unstoppable. All right, guys. Yep, it's not hard. Okay, who's next? Anybody else? Go ahead and raise your hand, or go ahead and unmute. This is so much fun. Or chat, go ahead and drop in the chat.
Okay, I'll go.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. Okay, so I'm new to this thing. I have been missing it because I haven't been here for a quick minute, but I will be here every Monday from now on. So my name is E. I go by Coach E, but just E is good. It stands for Elizabeth, but we'll just do E. So, oh my God. Okay. So updates, since I didn't get a chance to update. Coloring book is, ta-da. So I'm an artist. I'm a creative designer, graphic designer, whatever. So I've been creating a coloring book for the last 3 years, and it's finally coming to fruition. It started as an idea, and then I just slowly started putting it together, and then the world fell apart, and then I fell apart, and then everything started to come into perfect order as soon as I just started choosing to sink into myself and choose to create from what I like to call my place of yes. So when I started to do that and really just start doing the inner work, like your inner work, that's when everything started to fall in place. Where in the years that I was trying to create this book, I was in this like chaotic mess inside my head where it's like I couldn't get outside of my own self-doubt. I couldn't get outside of people's opinions of me, a lot of baggage that I was carrying for years and years and years. And then I realized that it's like, if I don't get rid of all that crazy, everything going forward is never going to happen. So once I started doing that and working with Miss Lizel over here, everything changed. So within, I want to say, we're going to be hitting a whole year. Oh my gosh, a whole year. It's an anniversary. We have to celebrate. Okay, a whole year of just really immersing myself into the development of your soul. It really does open up doors that you didn't think were even possible, because when you're on the other side of you're crazy, and then all you can see is like, I want to know what it looks like on the other side, but I don't know how to get there. And then all of a sudden you find someone that guides you and shows you and is there to not hold your hand, but just kind of be like, okay, here are little pieces, come with me, do the work, come with me. And that's exactly what she did. And then I just started finding myself all over again. And then all of a sudden, I want to say in April was when I was like, it's time to get the book out. Like, let's look at it again. And then I opened it up and then I looked at it and I was like, this needs work. I don't know what I'm going to do to it, but it's going to happen. And then this is the funny thing about deadlines and giving yourself deadlines. I feel like deadlines are very important, especially if you're creating something that you want to bring to the world. But then there's another space of deadlines and creative people. It's almost like it's not in the same language. You almost can't put a deadline on something that is coming from your soul. So if it's like it's different if it's like a book and you have to get it out. But when it's like a passion project, when it's something that is coming from your heart and your soul, I found myself I had on tons of calendars, deadline on the 17th, deadline on the 27th, deadline, all these deadlines. And every time I'd hit those deadlines, I'd be like, oh, but something's missing, something's missing. And slowly but surely, all these missing pieces were starting to fall into place. And all these missing pieces began the real composition of this book. And now it's like my soul workbook. So it's like a coloring book slash journaling slash everything in between, personal and soulful development type of a coloring book. And I was like, you know what? I stopped being so hard on myself. I think that's something that we all do, is we're extremely hard on ourselves, especially when we're trying to do something, when we're working so hard to bring something to life, or we're in a company and we're trying to reach that rank, or we're trying to reach that goal, or we're trying to like build that team. And when it's not happening as quickly as maybe others are doing certain things, or other people are elevating as quickly as whatever, water overflowing, then you're like, oh, like, what am I not doing? What am I not, where am I going wrong? But then it's kind of like, that's like that part where they talk about like really looking inward. It's like, you have to like look inside yourself. Okay, like, where am I lacking? What am I not doing? Where am I really not stepping up to the plate? Because it really does boil down to the action part. She always talks about action. Like, what are your action steps? What are you like, following your feeling, following your arrow? And I laughed. I was like pussyfooting around actually getting it done, not getting it done, worrying about it. Was it right? Worrying about overthinking, over worrying, overdoing. And now I just have to say that last night I was with the final pieces and putting all the pieces that I've been working on. And I'm like, wow, you know, all of you, toot your own horns, pat your shoulders, just raise the roof with energy, because like, we're here. Like today, we're here present. We're present in our lives. We're present in our actions. We're present as women. We're present as mothers, daughters, wives, whatever, girlfriends. We're here. We're doing the damn thing. So it's like, so what if things take a little longer than expected? So what if these imaginary timelines don't really exist and you're not hitting those goals? You're still here doing it. Like, you're still here. You're still present. You're still trying. You're still moving. Like, as long as you don't stay still for too long and you continue to like move, that's all that matters. It's like, we're here. Like I like to say, and I'm not going to get into this because only Lizel knows this part of my story, but there's a phrase that I live by, which is, tomorrow isn't promised. And it's true. It's like, you either choose to stay still and complain and whine and for me, this can't happen for me, but whatever, like bullshit. Or you choose to change the way you look at it and just be like, okay, what can I change? Like, how can I fix this? How can I move forward? What little things can I do to move in the direction of where I'm going? And keep yourself in that slow or steady or fast or whatever you want to call it, momentum, but stay in it. Because the second we like take our foot off the gas, and it's like, and just to build back up again, it's kind of like the building back up again to the momentum that you had prior may feel even longer, because now you're really having to like put your foot on the gas and go, where you could have just been like, all right, go, and eventually you're just going to take off. So that's what I want to say. So my book is practically done. I've got 10 more pages to do. I've got it. All I've got to do is the other stuff, because I'm a one-woman show at the moment, but it is in process. And you know what I even did? Because it was on my computer. So I was like, I want to see it as like an ebook. So I downloaded it as a PDF file. Then I threw it into my iPad, and then I was able to see it as like an actual flip book. I was like, oh, and I actually showed it to my husband last night for the first time, because nobody's seen it. Like, Lizel's seen it. That's it. Nobody else has seen it. Like, that's it. So I'm just like, okay, here, like, you can look at it now. Like, here's my baby. And now it's like, wow. So that's really what I want to say, is like, when you start seeing the pieces of your efforts coming to life, and it's like you start seeing those small little efforts that you do and you put in every day, and then all of a sudden it's like this big grown balloon and you're like, wow, I did that. Like, I did that. Like, I did that. Like, it's a really proud feeling to know that, you know, regardless of how many people tell you you're crazy, how many people question your intentions, question your ideas, think that you're nuts for starting a business, or think you're nuts for even attempting to create something out of nothing. That was given to you on purpose. Like, you were given that by your creator. God gave you those gifts for a reason. So it's like, to shush that up is like going against what lights you up like the fireworks on the 4th of July. Like, you have to stay in that feeling, or else you can't follow through with the feeling, because that's what anchors you. That's what holds you like true to your calling. It's like, well, you may think I'm crazy, but I know I'm not crazy. I'm going to do it. I'm going to prove you wrong, and I'll see you at the top. And that's it. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you, E. And congratulations. Yay! Glitter fingers for E. She's got movement. She's got momentum in her life and her business. She has been through a lot, you guys. And guess what? That's her story. That's her story. That's completely her story. Ooh, I'm feeling stuff. So now I want you guys to feel her energy, feel her story, feel how she brought you through a journey of whoa, crazy, and then now like, ooh, everything's coming together. And I want you to imagine your life in whatever stage it's at. If you're in the crazy right now, like, be in the crazy and know that the crazy is going to lead you to this space where it all comes together. And if you're in this space where it's all coming together, look back on the crazy and let's just throw buckets of gratitude on it. Because if you didn't go through the crazy, if you didn't experience the crazy, you would not know what it feels like. You wouldn't have the ability to grasp when things are coming together, because you didn't fully experience when everything was in pieces. Does this make sense? There's that Japanese art, I think we mentioned this at some point before, but when like a bowl breaks, they fuse it back together with gold. And so when you see Japanese, I think it's like ceramic or clay pieces with gold in between, it has become more beautiful because of the process of it coming back together. Yes, we can create something and it can be beautiful, but not everything in life stays that way. And then if you have kids, you know, like you clean up a room, you step out for 5 minutes, you come back and you're like, what the heck? I just cleaned this. I just left. What happened? Right? So when things fall apart, it's because there's a piece of gold, there's a golden nugget for you to find in the process of putting it back together. Yes, you are the creator, and also you can be the recreator. Yeah. So just like our beliefs that we worked on, that we were supporting AJ with, you can recreate your beliefs. You can recreate your thoughts. All you have to do is step back, step out of it, look at it all. Like, look at the timeline of the whole thing, right? For E's book, it was a thought, and then it became like this whole thing. And then she had like papers over there and like pages in that journal and something over there. And then she looked at it, 5-6 years later and was like, oh, these all need to go together. And so when you feel like nothing makes sense, it's because it's not supposed to make sense yet. You're not supposed to get those answers when you're in the middle. It's like you're watching the movie and then you're like 45 minutes in, and then it, like, all these people come together, but you don't know where they came from because you didn't watch the second half of the movie, and then it's all happy and you're like, wait, what? So remember, this is your journey, your journey. So go ahead and write in your notebook. I'm gonna write it too. This, in like, skip a line, make space. One, this is my 4 words. This is my, capital M-Y, my journey, capital, own it. This is my journey. And then underline M-Y 3 times, my, okay? This is my journey. And I want you to look at those words that you just wrote with your hands. Look at those words and then before you look anywhere else, just keep your eyes on those words and close your eyes. You feel that container you're creating with yourself and your life? This is your journey. Open your eyes, look at what you wrote. This is my journey. Keep looking and then let the world just fall away for a moment right here, because this is your journey and it is yours alone. Keep looking at your words. And even if you have partners, kids, significant others, collaborators, they are on their journey. So remember that. Okay, now I'm looking back up at the camera. We are all here on our own unique journeys, all of us, every single one of us, even my twins, they have their own journeys. They are not the same person. They have, not completely, but they have very different lives. The lives that they live as twins, I get to see it myself. Like they have completely different experiences, being one of two, and then also being, you know, on that side of the room and then being on that side of the table. Like their lives are very different and they have each other's energy to interact with. Okay. So when you compare yourself to somebody else on Instagram, on YouTube, on anywhere through a screen, or anybody outside of the edges of your physical body, when you compare yourself to somebody outside of you, that is doing a disservice to you and your potential. Because if you're like, let's just say, what's the name, like Melissa. Okay, like, oh, look at Melissa, she's so awesome. Why can't I be like her? Oh my God, how did you do all of that? Guess what? In a couple months, right, when E's got her book out and she's making $1 million and helping 10 bajillion lives, and right, people are gonna be like, how did she do that? Why can't I do? So they're looking at, you know, as an example, they're looking at E's coloring book, and then all of a sudden they're thinking bad about themselves. Why? Right? Why do we do this? There's a thing called imposter syndrome that's huge right now. And it keeps us from stepping into ourselves. It keeps us from showing up. It allows us to hide, to stay behind the labels. Well, yeah, well, I'm just, you know, well, you know, that's not really me. So I just, you know, I kind of do my thing over here. And it's okay to be in that place, but just know you're not going to be there forever. It's not about being like somebody else or having the following that somebody does, or the likes, or the money, or the relationship, or whatever. It's not about blank like anybody else. It's not that. This is about you. This is about what are the foundational bricks that you are standing on? Have you looked through all of them? Have you gone with a microscope into each layer of each brick to see what was given to you? And if what was given to you is going to help you get to where you want to go? Because a lot of us, you know, we focus on the vision, the future, the you know, all that stuff. But what about, what are you standing on? Like, what are the shoes that you're wearing, right? What is the car that you're driving? All of those things. Like, yes, you can go over there, but do you have the tools that's going to help you make it happen, right? And the most important tools we have is our belief systems, our mindset. This is your journey. Whatever you're doing in your life, it's basically about creating your own legacy. So are you creating a legacy to be like Melissa? Or are you actually creating your own legacy? Because there's a difference. You can feel it. Like, oh, shit, you got me. But no, I don't got you. You got to get yourself. You got to get yourself. Because I'm going to say it, no one's coming here to save you. Nobody. because there are people here who are here to help others like me. But I'm not here to save you. You're here to do the work. And then when you get stuck or you want to go faster, that's when you hire people like me. That's when you step out of your comfort zone. That's when you do things that you've never done before. That's when you speak your dreams and your visions and your ideas into existence and you make it a real thing. Because this is your journey. This is your journey. And like, I feel like this piece is like the missing piece from so much out there, because what's happening right now, it's an information war. Like basically it's an information war, it's a spiritual war, it's an emotional war, it's a belief war. All of this that's happening in the world right now in 2020, 2021, and I don't know however many years, it's what do you believe? Period. That's it. You can get any information. You can, I'm gonna say duck, duck, go. You can duck, duck, go it because Google is very biased. So you can duck, duck, go anything. And you can find information if you are truly wanting to find the information. Just like AJ says, it's easy to be unstoppable. So allow yourself the space to step into your unstoppableness and own it. And just know that there's like, you guys, there's so much of our life that is not true. There's so many things that we think, oh, that's how it is, but it's not. And we're here to change it. This generation, we're here to change that, because now the curtain's being lifted, right? The veil is being pushed to the side. Toto is there. He's got the thing in his teeth and he's running across the stage. A lot of people are waking up right now. So this is like the beginning of the first, I've been saying this, tsunami. It's going to be a tsunami of like conscious rising. And you guys, we are in the beginning of this. Like we are the leaders. Whoever is receiving this information is in the beginning, and people very, 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 very soon are going to be looking for new leaders. Okay. I just heard today, there was a big update in the States that the unemployment checks are done. Like it stopped, right? So there's a lot of craziness that's about to happen. And a lot of people are going to get very lost. A lot of people are going to get very angry. A lot of people are going to be blaming, shaming, guilting, hating, hurting, because they're going to be hurting. And they're going to be so in that story of that foundational brick that they're not even going to realize that what they're doing is creating a world that we don't want to be in. We have to let them do that. We have to let them do that, because they are out of our control. And what you're here to do on your journey is to shine your light, is to clear away those stories, those limiting beliefs, those things that don't make sense to you, that you don't want. Like, get that shit out of your house now. It's time to clean house. Literally, it's time to clean your own house, your temple, your beliefs, the stuff that was given to you. Like, okay, people give you gifts like, oh, happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday. And then you're like, thank you. And then you go home and you open the gifts, right? Because if you open it in front of them and you don't like it, you have to be like, hey, thank you, right? So now it's time to open all of those gifts that people gave you your entire life. Everything's a gift. Just look at everything as a gift. Like everything is a gift that you haven't opened yet. So if there's a thought of like, I don't know, what's a thought? I'm not good enough. Like just, it's a gift. It's a gift. So somebody gave you, oh, okay, I'm gonna open this bag. It's so cute. And it says, I'm not good enough. And you're like, I don't want this. Where's the gift receipt, right? Like, where's the gift receipt? There's no gift receipt. You take your pen and you do what we just did today. You rewrite that shit, because this is about you, and it's not about where it came from. It's not about where it came from. It's about what you're going to do with it right now. Okay. It's not about like, hey, bitch, I don't like this gift. You're not coming to my future birthdays. It's not about that. It's about okay, I'm here now. I have this. I'm not good enough right now. So you can choose. Oh no, since I have it, it must be true. No. Okay, that's one. Or it could be like, you know what? I'm gonna just donate this because I don't need it. Okay. Or you could be like, you know what? I'm gonna change it. I'm the author. I'm the author of my life. I'm gonna get my pen and I'm gonna say, I am unstoppable. Right. So that's that. That's that. Everything is a gift. It doesn't matter where it came from. You have the power to change it. And you felt it. I know that you felt some shifts earlier. I know that you're here for a reason. And again, go ahead and write this down. Everything happens in divine timing and everything happens in divine order. I'm going to say it again. Everything happens in divine timing and everything happens in divine order. This is your journey. This is your journey. Time to own your journey. And I know we're going a little over today, so it's perfect. But I want to know, let me check the chat. I feel like there's something in here. Okay, E, you have a quote to share really quick, and then I'm gonna see who else has some questions. Go ahead.
Okay. As I was writing the book, finishing the last pages, I was going through the quotes because every journaling page has a quote at the very bottom. And my cosmic mentor is Dr. Wayne Dyer. So I was going through his quotes and I was like, oh, I don't know why I'd never stumbled upon this one quote. I'm like, oh, number 2 quote to live by. Ready? If you knew who walked beside you at all times on the path that you have chosen, you could never experience fear or doubt again. So if you think about that, like whatever you believe in, whatever you, God or religion or whatever you choose to believe in, just remember that you were created by something so powerful, so beautiful, so amazing. And that's the thing that you have to hold steadfast when like things get hard, things get rough, things get crazy. Like know that you were created with this, like she was just saying, a specific gift, a specific something that only you know how to create, only you know how to bring to life. So don't be afraid of it, like embrace it, because that's what makes you stand out from everybody else in the sea of many doing what everybody else is doing. But it's only you that's bringing that magic to this world your way. So that's all I have to say. So don't be afraid of your gifts, because they're here to make a drastic, tremendous, magnificent change in this world. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
Thank you, E. And yes. So, oh, Ian. And then we have one more. I love this. Thank you, E, for sharing that. And then Ian, go ahead and share with us.
How you doing? So, I mean, I know I don't really speak much, like within this call, but I definitely do listen. That's for sure. But I just wanted to share something that just I feel like it resonates and a lot of people should hear. It says, true wealth doesn't come from an abundance of things. True wealth is having a contented mind.
Ooh, all down here. Ian. How can I ask you a question?
Of course.
How did that quote affect you?
Oh, it changed my, all right. So it's actually funny that you asked that. So recently I made a big shift in my life. I actually converted to Islam, so I am officially a Muslim.
Congratulations.
So on my journey converting, I've been like, let's say I've been going to the mosque and praying and meeting a lot of people, and I've noticed like the type of mindset that these people have, and also like, you know, that these people are just very kind, always happy, always giving. They're always like they're just very happy with where they are in life. Like they don't take anything for granted or strive for money, because they just appreciate life and everything in life. Like they're big people on energy, the universe, you know what I mean? So pretty much like yeah, like just being around these people, I've noticed a change in my attitude and my habits. Like I became a lot more happier. I became a lot more appreciative and expressed a lot more gratitude for just like water, a bed, a house, be able to be alive, to experience the wind, like sun, see people smile, like, like the little things that people take for granted. So when I started noticing that, I started realizing that not only was my mentality shifting, but everything that I was working on began to align with me. Like, and everything just began to kind of like get a lot better, and it began to work with me and not against me. I wasn't forcing anything. Like, me being happy and content with myself was just, it was just like that missing piece that I needed, just for everything around me to kind of like, disperse a better and a more abundant frequency, not only to myself, but just to everything and everyone around me. So like it definitely significantly changed my life. So
That is beautiful. Ian, can I ask you for a favor?
of course.
Could you take a picture of that quote and either upload it to the Telegram or like DM Instagram or tag me in your story, because I want to see it written and then I can reshare it.
Okay.
Thank you.
I can definitely do that. You're welcome.
And then also, I don't know if you guys who are listening or like joining the call can hear this too, but Ian, you are living. You are living life. You are alive on this planet. You have reconnected to your purpose, which is to be present. And I don't know your story from before, but I know that it's transformed completely. And I'm proud of you, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. And this is just the beginning. Coming from where you're at now in this mindset with this community of people who believe, feel, think, share, and probably eat, right? In a way that brings in more life and high energy is going to propel you so much further in life, whether there's money involved or not. But you're completely right. It is about having that, like, that peaceful mind, which brings me back to that first session with AJ, where it's like stressful when you think about money, but then when you can believe in your mind that it's actually easy to be unstoppable, you release the blocks, right? You release the things, the shoulds, the have tos, and then you become you. And so, Ian, thank you so much for sharing that quote, because again, I only heard you say it once, so I'm only picking up bits and pieces in my mind and my heart. But thank you so much for sharing, and thank you also for coming like all the time and like being in my orbit. I'm super, super grateful, even though I've never seen your face.
Thank you for having me. I definitely appreciate your call.
Yes, of course. Always same. I love seeing you like pop up here and there. So yep, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, guys, we are way over time. I just want to let you know how grateful, deeply honored and grateful I am to just kind of like play this role in your life, right? And I have never met any of you in person, but I am putting out into my manifestation vortex, into my future, that I am meeting you guys some way, somehow in real life at some point, of course, in divine timing and divine order. And yeah, I wish you guys a beautiful, beautiful week. Make sure you join my 5-day manifestation experience integration. It's my 5-day manifesting challenge, but it goes through the beliefs, the blocks, all of that stuff. It's the foundation of manifesting. And from there, that's when you catapult and create anything that you want. Reach out. I'm here, and I just love you guys. See you next week, same time, same Zoom room. And if you guys have any other questions or suggestions for me, I'm here. I am open to receiving, and I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Happy manifesting.